Hey guys, this is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com, and Michigan has scored a big commitment on the recruiting trail. Before we dive into that, I want to invite you guys to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for free. And also, I was the first in the Michigan market to put in a prediction for Kainoa Winston to end up with the Wolverines. So if you want intel, you want to know things before they happen, subscribe to the Wolverine.com. Today, we have a special promotion running for our YouTube members. Use the promo code UM1. Get full access to the Wolverine.com for just $1. That's 2 months of access for just $1. Take advantage. Use the promo code UM1. All right, let's talk about Michigan's newest commit, and that is top 100 defensive back Kainoa Winston out of Washington, D.C., Gonzaga. If that high school sounds familiar, that is because it is the same high school that produced Michigan offensive lineman Evan Link. And much like Evan Link, Kainoa Winston's recruitment kind of played out in a similar fashion. If you remember, Link was a heavy Penn State lean for the majority of the cycle, made a visit to Michigan, and Michigan was able to seal the deal with his commitment. Penn State was considered the heavy leader for Kainoa Winston for the majority of the cycle. He had been there a ton. His cousin KJ plays for the Nittany Lions. He felt comfortable in Happy Valley, but Michigan's official visit really moved the needle. A lot of times you see recruits say, this official visit set the bar high, and then they go on other visits, and that statement doesn't really hold true. With Kainoa Winston, Michigan setting the bar high really did hold true. The Wolverines impressed him with everything from the on-field development to the academics to the Empower presentation, which talked a lot about internships and things of that nature, and just the culture in general. Gonzaga is a high academic, prestigious private high school in Washington, D.C., and there are a lot of similarities with Michigan. And that's why I think you saw Evan Link end up at Michigan over Penn State, and you see Kainoa Winston now doing the same. Now, what is Michigan getting in Kainoa Winston? He is a smaller defensive back, right at about 5'10". But he's really compact. He has a compact build in both his upper and lower halves. He's very thick. He's a guy that has tremendous closing speed. He's super physical. He's a guy that plays a lot of deep safety, but will fill the Mike Sainristil role as a nickel at Michigan. But right away, you put on the tape, you see the physicality, you see the closing speed. That's what he's going to bring to the table, and the ability to move around. He doesn't just have to be a nickel. He can be a true safety. He has really high, he has a really high football IQ. He's a really smart kid on the field and in the classroom. And the physicality will allow him to come down into the box as well. So I think you're getting a really fun player in Kainoa Winston. Normally I'm not a really big fan of shorter defensive backs, but I think that Kainoa is the exception to the rule. I've likened him to former NFL star Bob Sanders. I think he's that hard-hitting physical safety that, plays bigger than his size. He's extremely strong. He has the speed. He has the versatility. There's just a lot to like about Kainoa Winston. And some of the things you saw early on in this film that I was playing is the ability to be a big contributor as a special teamer. When I talked to Gonzaga head coach Randy Trivers about Kainoa earlier this offseason, the first thing he said about Kainoa was the effort he gave on special teams. That'll allow him to see the field early. And again, the versatility, I think, will allow him to see the field early on the back end. But I think he's a guy that special teams coordinator J.B. Brown will absolutely love. And I think he'll be a fan favorite for Michigan because he's just a missile out there. He's just a really fun player to watch. I think, you can't give Lamar Morgan enough credit. Michigan's new secondary coach started from behind in this recruitment and was able to beat out Penn State, to make Kainoa feel comfortable, to really pitch why Michigan was a better fit for him. So Lamar Morgan's first win on the recruiting trail at Michigan is a big one. You have to keep in mind that Michigan has only landed one top 200 player over the last 2 cycles. So in 2020 2023 and 2024. They only landed one top 100 player. Michigan already has two this cycle, and Nate Marshall and now Kainoa Winston. All right, so for more Michigan recruiting, head over to the Wolverine.com. Take advantage of that special promo code. Again, that's UM1, $1 for 2 months at the Wolverine.com. Also, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and get alerts every time we drop a new video. That is completely free.